Hi everyone, I'm Audrey Hayward. Welcome back to Tales from the Little Cupboard. I forgot last time to introduce you to my little cupboard. It's a little cabinet that holds some things that help me tell my stories, and you never know what's in there. Let's have a peek now. Well, I see a cat. The top shelf is a cat. It's looks like a little Dutch cat. See? He's got a ball of yarn there. He looks like he's playing with it. Mischievous little cat. Well, I think I have a story about a cat to tell you today. So maybe we'll put the cat right here. He can listen to it too. And I will get started on setting up. First, I'm going to put my story tray on my lap, and I'm going to move it this way so you can see a little better. There. Now, this is a story about a cat, and it's called The Fat Cat, and it's a Danish folk tale, and the illustrations that I've copied are by Jack Kent, and I'm going to set the kitchen fireplace right here, and we'll get started right away. Okay. There once was an old woman, and she was stirring her gruel by the fireplace. Now, if you don't know what gruel is, it's a kind of porridge that they used to make in the old days, and it was really quite good. Now, as the old woman stirred her gruel by the fireplace, her cat sat and warmed himself by the fire. But suddenly the old woman said, "Oh, I have to go visit my neighbor. Cat, would you mind looking after my gruel while I am gone?" And the cat said, "Certainly." So the old woman left the gruel with the cat. Now, as the cat was sitting there, he became very hungry, and he thought to himself, there's gruel there. So the cat ate all of the gruel in the pot. And after that, he wasn't satisfied. He was still hungry. And so he ate the pot too. Oh. Now, when the old woman came back, she looked, and the pot was missing. And she said to her cat, "What happened to the pot and the gruel?" The cat said, "Well, I got hungry when you were gone, so I ate the gruel and I ate the pot too." "Oh," said the old woman. And the cat said, "I think I'm going to eat you too." Oh, and he ate the old woman. Well, the cat was very satisfied with himself, and so he decided to take a little walk. And as he was walking down the road, he met a man called Skahottentot. And Skahottentot looked at him and said, Oh, my little cat, you are so fat. What have you been eating?" "Well," said the cat, "I ate the gruel, and I ate the pot too, and I ate the old woman, and now I'm going to eat you." Oh, and he ate Skahautentot. Well, the cat was continuing walking down the road. And he met a man called Skolinkenlot. And Skolinkenlot looked at him and said, "Oh, my little cat, you are so fat. What have you been eating?" And the cat looked at him and said, "Well, I ate the gruel, and I ate the pot too, and the old woman, and Skahautentot, and now I'm going to eat you." Oh, and he ate Skolinkenlot. Well, the cat walked down the road further, and he met 5 birds in a flock. Squawk, 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 squawk. "Oh, my little cat, what's wrong? Why are you so fat? What have you been eating?" And the cat said, "Well, I ate the gruel, and the pot too, and the old woman, and Skahautentot and Skolinkenlot, and now I'm going to eat you." Gulp! And the fat cat ate the 5 birds in the flock. He walked on down the road, and soon he met 7 girls dancing. They were having a great time dancing around. When they saw the fat cat, they looked at him and they said, "Oh, my little kitty, what have you been eating? You are so fat." And the cat said, "Well, I ate the gruel, and the pot too, and the old woman, and Skahautentot, and Skolinkenlot, and the 5 birds in a flock, and now I'm going to eat you." And he ate the 7 girls dancing. And he walked on down the road, and soon he met a lady with a pink parasol. And she looked at the cat, and she said, "Oh, my goodness sakes, my fine cat. What have you been eating? You are so fat." And the cat looked at her and said, "Well, I ate the gruel, and the pot too, and Skahautentot, and Skolinkenlot, and 5 birds in a flock, and the 7 girls dancing, and now I'm going to eat you." Oh, he ate the lady with the pink parasol. And he walked on down the road. Or should I say he waddled on down the road. And soon he met a parson, which is like a priest or a minister. And the parson had a crooked staff. And he looked at the cat and he said, "Oh, my land. What have you been eating, my little cat? You are so fat." And the cat looked at him and said, "Well, I ate the gruel, and the pot too, and the old woman, and Skahautentot, and Skolinkenlot, and the 5 birds in a flock, and the 7 girls dancing, and the lady with the pink parasol, and now, parson with the crooked staff, I'm a-going to eat you." Oh, and he ate the parson with the crooked staff. Well, by this time, the cat had become enormous. And he waddled down the road. And he met a woodcutter. And the woodcutter looked up at him and in astonishment. And he said, oh, my goodness, my little cat. What have you been eating? You are so fat. And the cat looked at him and said, well, I ate the gruel and the pot too, and the old woman, and Hottentot, and Skolinkenlot, and the 5 birds in a flock, and the 7 girls dancing, and the lady with the pink parasol, and the parson with the crooked staff, and Mr. Woodcutter, I'm gonna eat you. And the woodcutter said, no, you are not. And he cut the little kitty. He cut the cat open. And out jumped the parson with the crooked staff. And out jumped the lady with the pink parasol. And out jumped the 7 girls dancing. And the 5 birds in a flock. And the Skolinkenlot. And Hottentot. And the lady, the old lady, took her pot and went home with them. And what do you think happened to the cat? The poor cat. The woodcutter found some bandages and taped him up. And that is the end of that. Did you like that story, boys and girls? I hope so. Well, it's our time for stories has come to a close. And I'm going to put the little kitty back in the cupboard so I can tell the story another time. So it'll be safe on the shelf in the cupboard. Close the door. And I hope you come back to my house and to my stories in my little cupboard. Bye for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye.